So welcome back to another YouTube video. Now in today's video, you might think the scenery behind me is a little bit different. It is, obviously, it's a festive time of year. Of course, it's December. We're coming to the end of 2024 and we are literally just next door in what's called the FBO here at the airport. So this is Leeds East Airport and this is where I'm based. A lot of you won't realise that we are actually at an official airfield. And of course, this is where people will come if they want to go on a charter, perhaps they want to take a helicopter or a plane, then this is where they will come. And obviously meet the lovely ladies here at Leeds East Airport. So just to show you exactly how close we are to these guys, all you need to do is simply walk through here. So if you can imagine you just stepped off the aircraft or a helicopter and you decided to come up to York and have a little nosy around, then of course, just over here is our showroom. So, we've got our own little festive signs up on here saying Happy Christmas from the DMB team. And as you enter into the showroom, of course, you're full with all this fabulous stock that we've got here in as well. So really today's video is all about the stock that we've got in. We've had a fantastic year, and also to let you know that we do lots of other things here at DMB Collection. And it's not just the fabulous supercars. We even do things like this over here. Now, being a Yorkshireman, very proud to be here in Yorkshire. We actually have what's called the orange mountain bike ranges as well. So we've got some of the best ones here. That's an e-bike, a full suspension bike. And the reason why I have these is because they're hand-built in Halifax. So here in God's own country as well. So it's great to display such top-of-the-range bikes, along with essentially what is the top-of-the-range cars. Now then, our kid. So, also in the showroom, you'll see we've got an arrangement of cars. We've got the FF. Now, that's incredible value for money. Can you believe that's a V12 engine? Obviously, four-wheel drive, one of the first cars we've got in. They're incredible value for money. Now, if you look at DMB Collection's website, you'll see all these cars featured that are on there as well at the moment. That's one of my personal favourites. I do think that the V12 will actually go up in value. And as we sort of wander back, you'll see we've also got hot hatches as well as the supercars. This in particular one is a motorsport edition, and there are only a very few of these. I think one of 30 ever produced, so a super rare car. And again, we've got cars in here that are worth hundreds of thousands of pounds, and then you've got this which is about 37. But the reason why it's in here is because it's very unique and very different indeed. And as we walk backwards in here at D&B Collection, one of my favourite V8 M3s. Now this gentleman looked high and low to find the best example he could. And of course this is a credit to him really, because it is in incredible condition. It looks absolutely superb. And again, if you're wanting something that's fun and quick and is only around the 30 odd grand mark, that'll be the same money literally every single year. So it's a great car to invest your money in and to have a little bit of fun. Obviously, you know me as Porsche, so we've got an array of Porsches all up here as well, and some very special ones indeed. And as we move across here in the showroom as well, you can see just over there on my left is an array of bikes, but they are super bikes as well. So mainly Ducatis. That's my Street Fighter there. Dare I say I got called a butterfly rider, which means I only go out when it's sunny. And it's fair to say I wouldn't particularly want to take that bike with 210 horsepower out on days like today with all the salt and the mud on the grounds. And you can even see what you might think is a cool looking bike, Cafe Racer, to the left, when it is in fact actually a pedal bike. Yeah, you heard me right, it's got pedals. So that's a Cooler Cub bike. Again, a very limited edition bike. And they start around 2.5 grand, and it's an amazing fun for things like that. So as you can see, the showroom is full with lots and lots of different cars, different attributes for the business. This has just come in as well. I've never had one of these before. That's a Lotus Emira. And it looks fantastic in that sort of British racing green colour. We're just taking some pictures of that on the runway just now. And for those eagle-eyed people who probably spotted this over my left shoulder, that is in fact a beautiful 911 Turbo Cabriolet, which actually does belong to Mr. Tom Exton himself, aka TGE. And I'm sure those of you who follow me on Instagram for a while know that I'm very good friends with the guys down south, and of course his brother as well. And in fact, if you just take a quick look there, we've even got James's GT3. And if you know the twins, and of course you do know that they do buy cars that hold their money. They don't want to put money into a vehicle that's going to be a fast depreciating asset. And obviously this and this are certainly cars that don't do that. And that's a very unique one in macadamia, which looks absolutely stunning. It's got the sand interior. It also has the two-tone, which gives you the black dash, which is really useful so it doesn't reflect. But more importantly about that car is the fact it's a manual gearbox. And that's why that is potentially going to go up in value, which is absolutely superb. So it sits lovely along here, along the row of Porsches, and a very, very special 911 ST there, which we featured in a video just a few weeks ago. So we've got some great Porsche stock in here at DMB Collection as well. And as we move further back, we go to more bigger engines and perhaps more of the sort of super and hypercars that we've got in stock here at DMB. And it goes all the way to the end to my favourite, the Carrera GT. Take a look at these. So this year at DMB Collection, we started to get involved with some bikes, and obviously one thing led to another, and that was me ending up buying this one, which is BMW's GS 1300. And I had the pleasure of taking this out with some customers this year. And of course, we went over to Belgium, and we actually went to visit a lot of the war graves because it was the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and it was an incredible experience. I've never actually done that on a bike before, and it was just fantastic. And this bike literally does everything. And yeah, so this is one for cruising around, sit up and beg as they call it. However, you don't want to see that. You want to see some really cool bikes, and we've got some amazing cool bikes here at the collection as well, starting with a Triumph Speed Triple. Now, who remembers watching a film, well, Mission Impossible, where Tom Cruise was on a Speed Triple, which was absolutely superb. And each one we've got here are very, very limited indeed. So this one, the Speed Triple Moto 2, it has a little number on here. It's 251 of 765 units ever produced. So a very, very cool looking bike indeed. And as we move on, this has to be one of my favourites in here at the moment. This is the MV Augusta Rush. Now, this tells you on here it's 296 of 300. Again, a very, very special bike, delivering well over 200 horsepower on this naked beast. But it just looks so aggressive, incredible. Look at all the carbon fibre that this bike has. It's just absolutely superb. In fact, it's even got, the customer who had it prior put a Rush number plate on the back. How cool's that? So as we make our way through the showroom now down to look at some other bikes, look at all this Italian flair and sophistication. It looks incredible. This 458 Spider that we've got here in stock that's arrived, believe it or not, has £62,000 worth of options. Now, 458s, as you probably know and seen on the market, these had been steadily increasing in value over the years. And to find one with all the right options, Rosso Corsa, Crema interior, all the carbon you can think of, that is an incredible buy here at the moment. So, if anyone wants to get the lucky hands on one of these, and all you need to do is give us a call. But as we work further down here, we've got that lovely retro Fiat that's in stock here, and we move on to the Ducatis, which in my opinion are the daddies of all the superbikes. We've got this one here with the winter livery, we've got the V4R, and then we move on to this very special bike, which is a 916, which celebrates 30 years of this 916. So this is my old bike here, which is a really cool bike. It's one I'm not sure I want to sell, to be honest with you, but it's basically celebrating the life of that bike, and it's actually signed by Carl Fogarty himself, and it's had a little PPF put over his signature just to kind of protect it. So the provenance of this bike is very, very special. It's only delivery mileage as well, so it's a real collectible bike. And as we move on, as I said before at the start of the video, this is my Ducati Monster, which I did trick up a little bit, but it does make your ears bleed with that Arrow exhaust system. However, it all adds to the fun. In fact, you'll actually see we do all kinds of things here at DMB Collection, including shoes. Yeah, not just any shoes. These are very, very cool shoes by Cole Haan. And if you haven't seen them, have a look at them on the website. They're just tucked away there nicely next to my chopper. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. This is just a little bit of an insight here into DMB Collection. I best get back in the office, get some deals done. We'll see you on the next one.